competition tomorrow, so I've been preparing all of my equipment to get ready for that. So really exciting stuff, and I have to make sure that I have everything with me. Just for anybody who hasn't seen it, I will be doing a live stream of the whole competition. So we've got all of the incredible events. I will go through some of them when I am talking about the equipment, so you'll know what's coming up. But the live stream will start at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will put the link in the description below. Don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great competition. The next thing, so we've got our equipment. So I'm going to go through the basic equipment first. So this is what I'm going to be wearing. So a lot of people will be very familiar with my tight red shorts at this stage and my S&M shirt. So that's actually a grip shirt. So for the likes of the log press, which is what I'm starting with, it's log press for reps. The grip shirt is brilliant. That log really sticks to the shirt as you're rolling it up the body. It's a big, big help. So that's a very, very important one. Next one, we've got footwear. So a lot of people that do strongman and powerlifting will have their squat shoes. So really solid base. You always want these with your, not so much with your deadlift I was going to say, but with any of your pressing moves, anything over the head, you don't want cushion in the sole because that's going to put you off balance. So you want something really solid. So squatting shoes are perfect for your press events as well. The next one we've got is just normal runners, but ones with a fairly solid support around the ankle. Now, this is for any of your moving events. So I will use these for my yoke walk, the recent yoke walk, which I put the link up to, which was 305, so over 3 times body weight. I was using these guys. They're just normal runners, but like I said, they've got a little bit of reinforcement on the heel. So tomorrow we've got a weight carrying medley, we've got the farmer's walk, all of them I will be wearing these normal runners for. Next one up, again, a lot of people will have seen this. This is the Cerberus neoprene belt. Just in case you're wondering where you can get this stuff, I will put a link to the Cerberus site up in the description below. And if you use the code IRISH10, you'll get 10% discount there. So this is all the best equipment you can get. Cerberus is by far the top sort of shelf when it comes to strongman equipment. So definitely get yourself some if you're getting into the sport. The next one, of course, you'll all know it, is your normal belt. So I'm going to be using this for a deadlift. I'll be using it for the farmer's walk. Pretty much most of strongman events, you will need a belt. The next one is the knee wraps. Now, with these, for most of the events that are coming up tomorrow, I wouldn't normally need them. I do have a little bit of an issue with tendonitis in the knee, so I will be wearing these. Don't particularly need them. Some events are more important than others, and yeah, some people just like to wear them. It does give a little bit of extra support. It also keeps the joint nice and warm. Like I say, I will be using them just to protect that knee and try and take a bit of the pressure off the tendon as much as I can. Next one up is our deadlift. So we've got a deadlift ladder, which means there's going to be 4 bars set up of different weights. I have 45 seconds to lift all 4 bars. So it'll go up in weight as you go to the next bar. So it's all about speed. It's all about doing it as quick as possible. The weights aren't astronomical. They're not too bad. It's just about getting speed. And obviously, when you go to a deadlift bar, you know yourselves, you might take 5 seconds to set up or even 10 seconds to set up, especially if you're using straps. Tomorrow I won't have that luxury. It will be getting in there as quick as possible. So these guys, which are shin guards, okay, and basically these will allow you to pull that bar right into your shins and drive it up off the ground. You won't have to worry about cutting your shins or your knees to bits, which happens a lot. These guys will protect it. The next one is the straps. I've got figure of 8 straps which are allowed tomorrow. I do not plan to use them. I'm hoping to do all of the lifts with my reverse grip or alternating grip. So one hand will be face forward, or palm will be face forward, and the other palm will be face back. That is what I'm planning. I will, however, have these up on my forearms. If I get to the last bar, for instance, and I'm struggling for the grip, I can drop these down, lock in, and lift the bar. So these are just a plan B in case my alternating grip fails me for whatever reason. The next one is our, struggling to stay down on my knees here, you know, I told you my knees are bad. And the next one is the elbow sleeves. The only one I'll probably use them on the sandbag as well. Just again, protect the joint and protect the elbow as much as possible. However, for my pressing, this is a really, really big help with the pressing events. Again, it keeps the joints nice and warm and it gives them a little bit of protection. It also gives you that little bit more power. It's just keeping you more solid. With any lifts, this is why we brace during our deadlift. We brace, keep ourselves as tight as possible, and that's what these do for the elbows, triceps, and the joint. Next one, I have two sets here. I've got my bog standard. Bog standard is an Irish term, just for anybody that's going, what does that mean? These are basically my straightforward basic level wraps for my wrists. They're the ones I usually use because there's a little bit more flexibility in them. However, I do have my Cerberus Elite wraps. These are brilliant, but they are very stiff. Cerberus do about 5 levels of stiffness, and this is the second highest. Brilliant for single reps, but for instance on the log for reps, I'll probably go with the more flexible ones. But again, I'm going to bring them with me just so I have a backup. There's no harm in having too much equipment. There is a harm in having not enough equipment. Now, so that's basically the equipment I'm going to be using. Next one is our smelling salts. So these are the Cerberus Hellfire ones. They're a little bit weaker now because I've had them for months at this stage. However, if you buy these, again, cerberus.ie and use the code Irish10, if you buy these, the first time you open them, you're going to be down here and they're still enough to make you cry. They're that strong. They're brilliant smelling salts, but again, you only use them at competition or when you're going for your 1 rep max. I am obviously going to be using them tomorrow at the competition. We've got our liquid chalk. Some people will prefer to use the blocks of chalk. Whatever works for you is fine. I prefer the liquid chalk because it really takes all of the moisture out of your hands. It's really good at giving you sort of all over coverage without having excess chalk on your hands. So it really sinks into your hands as much as possible. The all important pre-workout. There's going to be a lot of this drink tomorrow. So I've used this one a couple of times. It is probably my favorite at the moment. The Curse, I was talking about it recently, and it's pretty good. It sort of blows the head off, which is brilliant. Try it tomorrow, see how we get on, but it is one of the favorite ones that I have at the moment. Next up is our energy gels. Some people will decide to take a lot of sweets and chocolates with them. I'm fairly minimal on that, mainly because I tend to feel sick if I eat too much sweets and things like that. It doesn't really agree with me too much, whereas the energy gels, these are from My Protein and Energy Gel Elites. They give you a burst straight away. They're very easily digested by the body, so going straight in, you get straight away an energy burst from them, and they don't sit in your stomach. So that's the main reason I go with these. I have 3 with me. Probably maybe 1 or 2 is the max I'll probably use on the day. I do still, even after me saying it, have the couple of sweets. These, I brought them with me. They're just tea cakes. I probably won't eat them. I'll maybe 1. Next one up, we've got the jellies, which everyone likes for their training sessions. Again, I'll probably eat a couple of these. I won't eat a huge amount of them, but it gives you a good sugar rush just before you're about to lift. It keeps those energy levels high. Last but not least, and this is a purely, if you've got it, bring it along, is the massage gun, which I haven't done a video on or anything else, but these things are brilliant, especially at competitions. If you've done a deadlift and it's fairly heavy, your back is going to be fairly tight, you're a little bit, the muscles are fairly worked up, and it can be great. If you've got Atlas stone, for instance, later on in the competition, it can be brilliant to, after that deadlift, use the massage gun, work the back out a little bit, and you're a lot looser, a lot more ready for the Atlas stones, for instance. So after you do an event or even before you do an event, this can be really good to just work that muscle out. So it's a brilliant addition when you're going to a competition or just to your normal training. So that is all of the equipment that I'm going to have tomorrow. It's a lot. I pretty much need 2 bags by the time I have it all packed and ready to go. I won't be wearing the grip shirt for all of the competition. Usually, nearly always with these competitions, you will get an event t-shirt and they prefer you to wear that t-shirt for the whole competition. However, for instance, on log press, we are allowed to wear grip shirts. Probably all of the other events, I'll be wearing the competition t-shirt. Other than that, that's pretty much all I'm going to be bringing, apart from my camera woman. She's going to be there as well. And like I say, that live stream will be starting at 10 a.m. So the link is in the description below. Click the notification bell, click the subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you don't miss it. There's going to be some amazing lifts. I know it's going to be an incredible competition. And that's it, I think. So thanks very much for joining me, guys. Hopefully you'll be there to watch the live stream tomorrow, and I will be getting back to you as much as possible in the comments, or as much as I can between events. Amy will also be keeping on top of the comments, so please send them in and she will be responding to you and letting you know how I'm getting on.
Ask me any questions you don't want Mark to hear the answer to.
Yeah, because I will be way too busy to probably be reading through, so it'll be what Amy tells me. But yeah, please join me for tomorrow and hopefully you'll enjoy the show.
Thanks so much for commenting, guys. Thanks
very much, guys.